This video is for the Higher Graphic Communication Assignment 2023, the Menu Salt and Pepper Holder. In this video, we are going to look at assembling the model. Before we assemble, you need to make sure that you have made all of the parts. Looking at the data sheets, we can see how the salt and pepper holder is supposed to be assembled. So we can see that the hexagons of the salt and pepper bottom is on a corner, and then the top and the plates are all facing the front. So the first thing we're going to do is go to File, New, make sure we're in metric, and then click a standard millimeter assembly. We're then going to press place, and we're going to place some parts of our menu salt and pepper holders. So I'm going to select all the parts and then press OK. And I'm going to select and click two of each. So I've clicked twice, and then I'm going to press Escape. And then I'm going to select one of the bases and press Delete. So I've got two of everything, but only one base. As always, we're going to look at grounding something so that when we're modelling and constraining, it doesn't all move about. In this case, the base is what all of the parts fit into. So I'm going to right click the base and I'm going to ground it. The first thing I'm going to do is put in the two menu holders. So in order to do that, I'm just going to click Constrain. I'm going to click the centre of one of the pins to the centre of one of the kind of smaller circles and press Apply. I'm then going to do the centre of the other pin to the centre again of the other hole and press OK. I'm then going to drag it up just to make it easier for myself. And what we want to do is we want to constrain, and we want to mate the bottom inside of that hole to the bottom of one of the pins, and again press OK. And that is the first one attached. Now we're going to repeat that with the back. So I'm going to constrain, I'm going to do the centre of the circle to the centre of the circle and press OK. And then I'm going to do constrain again and do the centre axis to the centre axis of the other circle. And then lastly, I'm going to kind of angle it so that I can see the bottom of inside the hole. And I'm going to mate the inside of the hole to the bottom of the pin and press OK. And that is the menu holder now secure. Next, we are going to look at constraining the salt and pepper bottoms. Now, as I said previously, it's important to make sure that the hexagon is on a point. So we're going to first of all constrain it so that we have done the centre of the circle to the centre of the bottom of the salt and pepper holder. Then I'm just going to drag that out. I am then going to mate the bottom to the very, very bottom of the salt and pepper bottom. And again, press OK. And this is where we want to make sure that it's sitting in the correct angle. So in order to do that, we're going to go to the modelling tree of the assembly and we're going to find the bottom that we're doing. So in this case, it's bottom one. I'm going to expand it and I'm going to go into the origins folder and I'm going to find the plane that's running down the middle. So in this case, it's the YZ plane, and I'm going to turn on the visibility. Now we're going to use this plane to help us put it into its location. So I'm going to constrain and I'm going to select the plane that I've just turned on, and I want to make sure that it's in a line with this part here of the base. And I'm just going to press OK. And you can see that that has now fully constrained it. And I'm going to do the exact same with the other bottom. So I'm going to go constrain, I'm going to go centre axis to centre axis, I'm then going to mate the inside of the hole to the bottom of the salt and pepper shaker. There we go. And then I'm going to change it to a line, and I'm going to go from the plane to the edge of the bottom and press OK. Once they're fully constrained, you can go back to your modelling tree and you can right click the XY plane and turn off the visibility, and it will still be fully constrained, it's just you won't see the planes. Next, we're going to look at doing the salt and pepper tops. So I'm just going to hold down G on my keyboard and I'm just going to kind of turn them just so that they're roughly in the right angle. And now I'm going to constrain by doing centre axis of the salt and pepper bottom to the centre axis of the salt and pepper top, like so. And I can now do the centre axis of one of the small circles for the pin to the centre axis of the pin on the salt and pepper bottom, and again that will now be it fully constrained. And we're going to do the same with the other top. We're going to go centre axis to centre axis and then press OK, drag it up and then constrain the centre of the pin to the centre of the pin, and again press OK. Once that's done, no parts should be able to move, which means that it is fully constrained. So we can look at saving your assembly ready to put onto an orthographic sheet.